Now, when I was a kid, cranberry sauce was not something I enjoyed. It was only when I kind of grew up and actually tried it with turkey on Thanksgiving around the holidays that I fell in love with it. And this recipe adds a couple different things to it. So let's get started. Now I've got my saucepan here on my induction burner so we can see this more easily rather than moving over to the stove. And this saucepan right here is just a little too large, but I don't have a smaller one that works on the induction burner, but it'll work. Now we're gonna start with a cup of orange juice. To this I'm gonna add half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of turbinado sugar. Turbinado sugar is a less refined version of white sugar. There's still some of that molasses in there. And I'm gonna turn this to about medium low here, and I wanna dissolve the sugar in here. So we're gonna get a little simmer going. The induction burner has a fan, so you might hear that. And we wanna stir this to help it move along and dissolving. We're starting to get that bubbling going in here. Want to stir it around, help that sugar dissolve. You also don't want your heat too high so you don't end up burning anything in here. A lot of sugar. Now to this, I'm gonna add some bourbon. This is a 1/4 cup of bourbon. And if you were doing this over flame, I would turn the flame off, but this is an induction burner. There's no ignition source, so I'm just gonna carefully pour it in. And now I'm gonna add my cranberries. This is 12 ounces of fresh cranberries, the kind you buy in a bag. I'm gonna stir these in here. Now both the bourbon and the turbinado sugar is gonna give a little bit of a deeper flavor here, a little bit of a richer flavor to this cranberry sauce. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this simmer and cook until those cranberries start to pop. And it's probably gonna take, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Could take less, could take more. We just gotta watch it. And as they pop, we're gonna sort of use the spoon, or if you have like a small potato masher, you can use that to crush them down a bit, help it along. And if you listen as you're doing this, you can hear some of the cranberries start to pop, almost like popcorn. Just give them a stir every once in a while. You can see those skins starting to split open on them. They're starting to pop. I'm gonna lower my heat a little bit here. We've got a good amount going. I'm going down to about medium low on this induction burner. And you will get some splatter from these. So if you want to throw the lid on kind of cracked so it doesn't completely seal it, go ahead. And as you stir it here, you'll start to feel them getting softer against the spoon. Some of them you can just press up against the side now. You see they're starting to crush. They're easily crushable here. But give them enough time so they start to pop, and then you can help it along. All right, we've been going just about 10 minutes now. As you can see, we got a nice simmer going on here. I'm gonna give it a stir. And I wanna help these along now. I've got my little potato masher here, and I'm just gonna kind of crush them. Just help them break down. And after we're done cooking this, we're gonna let it cool. I'm gonna transfer it to a glass bowl, and it's gonna cool down in there, and we're gonna serve it chilled. We're gonna taste it chilled on some turkey slices today, and it'll thicken up as it cools. But right now, this is getting close to the time we're gonna turn off our induction burner. So I wanna add one more ingredient, and that is the zest of 1 lemon, and it's a small lemon. It's just a little bit, but it does bring out a little bit more brightness to this dish. Just help these cranberries break down. Just use your spoon if you want to against the side. And about now my temperature is down to low on here. And you can see we've got a nice consistency. It's thickening up nicely. That is looking really good. It's not a blended, smooth cranberry sauce. You could definitely do that if you want to. You could use an immersion blender. But these are all broken down and giving up their juice. Really want to make sure that you don't have any whole cranberries left. They're all going to be popped. The skins are going to be separated, but you want to give them a little bit of a crush. Just dragging your spoon through the bowl here, pressing them against the side. That really will do the job. You got some little whole ones right there. If they slip through, it's not gonna hurt anything. They're completely tender. They're just still kind of hanging on to their form. Love that color here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my induction burner. And let's transfer this to a glass bowl so it can chill down. Let's get our cranberry sauce into a bowl so it can chill down. Get every little last bit out of the saucepan because that is red gold. Now I'm gonna let this cool for about 30 to 45 minutes on the countertop, and then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for a couple hours before we have a taste. All right, our bourbon cranberry sauce is chilled. I've got some nice slices of turkey here that are nice and hot. Let's get some cranberry sauce on them. This is gonna be good. There is just something about cranberry sauce on turkey that I love the look of. So I'm gonna dive in here and have a taste, but first I wanna try just some of the cranberry sauce on top here. See, it's got some nice chunks still. It's not a puree. You do have some structure, but all those cranberries are basically just mush that's holding together. That bourbon in there is the perfect ingredient to set this apart. It just gives it that extra little bit of flavor, so it's not just cranberry sauce. If you love cranberry sauce, that's fine, I do. But this is something different, and this is something fantastic. Now let's get some turkey with a little cranberry sauce on it here. Here we go. To me, this just screams fall. It screams Thanksgiving, Christmas. That combination, cranberry sauce, turkey, it goes fantastic together. This is also terrific on pork. And another thing is, if you've got some ice cream, especially some vanilla ice cream, this makes a great topping to it, this cranberry sauce. I'd go for that. This is a winner.